We will start. Good morning, everyone. We will start with the with this event connected to the Erasmus Days 2021. We will present the results of 2 European projects in which data literacy competencies have been piloted in different contexts, particularly in the universities and the academia. And before to start, I would like to give you few information about the agenda of the today meetings. I would like also to start with saying thank you to all the participants. We are here, most of the partners of the DATALIT and DEDALUS projects, but we have also some representative of the target group of our projects. We have Dragana from the University of Novi Sad, that is a student that participates to the pilot, and she will bring us her experience with the development of data literacy competencies in a real context. Before to start, some useful information for the meeting today. First of all, we will just to give you some more info about in which our event is, in which framework our event is included. It's okay. As I'm sharing the website of the Erasmus Days. So today is today and is the central day of this 5th edition of the Erasmus Days. We have this year more than 5,000 event organized around the world concerning the Erasmus projects. Please do not forget to use the hashtag Erasmus Days and Erasmus Days 2021 for sharing the contents and on the social media that you like, and especially we will have this will be made available this social wall in which there will all the events will be promoted. So I think it's very good opportunity to promote our activities and let all the others aware on the results that we achieve in our projects. So other still organization information. So we will have we will ask all the participants, also the ones that are online, to fill in a very simple questionnaire in which we would like to collect your availability to be reached even after this event, in order to be in contact and to be contacted in for the follow-up of the project. We are already thinking about the sustainability plan for the initiative that we have already implemented in the project. And in particular, I would like to anticipate that we are creating connection with the key A1 proposal of the Erasmus Plus, and the possibility to present or to offer the experience that we have implemented already in our project as a KA1 offer. And we are in contact with an organization that is promoting our website, and that will be used as a showcase for all the K1 proposal and the learning initiative that have been implemented can be promoted through the platform. Well, this is just a short introduction about that, but I at the end of this roundtable, we will also I will ask also Enrica to say something more about that. I mean, it would be a good opportunity, I think, for all the not only for all the partners of our projects, but will be also an opportunity for all those organizations that are looking at the development of data literacy competencies as a key aspect for the development of the organization itself. So we will have more info about this opportunity during this event. Well, some very quick summary of the today's agenda. I mean, we will have short presentation of all the participants. Actually, we have also actually not a technical problem, but it's more or less an issue that we have with the StreamYard. It seems that we cannot add more than 10 participants at the same time. So actually, 9 on 10, so probably 9. So probably we will have this short introductions, a short preliminary introduction, and in which we will have only 9 participants at the same time, so maybe we have to randomly choose who will be removed, maybe to do the opportunity to all the partners to introduce themselves. So I already I apologize to those that are waiting at the moment. I see some comments, but yeah, yeah. But I think that all of us will have the opportunity to actively participate. But this will be an issue only for the beginning of our events, in which all of us will briefly introduce his or herself. Then we will have presentation of the pilots so we will talk about the context in which the data literacy competencies have been developed, and we will talk also on the opportunities that participants have had in the development of their data literacy competencies, and which real context they have been involved, and which challenges they faced during the implementation of the pilots. Finally, and we will. The idea is to have a small, or not small, but I mean, maybe we will have 2 moments, and we will discuss a bit more on which are the strengths and the weakness, and which is the lesson learned from the implementation of the pilots, from the from two perspectives. The one is the perspective of the business partners, and the other one is the perspective of the academia and the universities. So, well, the agenda is quite dense, and we have an event of 2 hours. So I hope that we will be we have all will be on time, and we will have all the opportunity to give our perspective, our feeling with the pilot that have been implemented in this project. It is one of the main results of DATALIT and DEDALUS. Well, I would like also briefly present the I need to share again. Please, Benedetta, if you can share again my screen. Exactly. This is perfect. So the idea is to feed this dashboard during the presentation of the pilots, and we will fill in the data connected to the pilots, the countries that have been involved, the sectors in which competencies have been mainly disseminated to have been developed during the pilots. So the idea is that when the pilots will be presented, we will have these dashboards that lively will be animated. So yeah, this just to inform you that we will have this panel aside in which we will have overview of what has been developed in both projects. Well, I think that we can start now with the presentation of the presenters today. And maybe we can let me start with. Probably I can start with me. I mean, it's maybe the best things to do. I mean, to be more effective. I'm Dataninja-TV. I'm a researcher of the Institute for Educational Technology of the National Research Council of Italy, and I'm the coordinator of DATALIT and DEDALUS projects. My background is on the computer science side, but I work in the educational technology domain since 20 years, more than 20 years now. So it's yes, my expertise has changed during the times, and but I still have this engineer, let me say, perspective, and when I face when I approach the educational technology domain. Well, very quickly, so let's do that. So let's one by one, let's present ourselves. I would like to start with Yesa. You have to put your mic on.
Yes, thank you, Davide. Thank you for the introduction and for presenting two projects. My name is Uglješa Marjanović. I'm coming from University of Novi Sad in Serbia at the Faculty of Technical Sciences. Our university has a little bit more than 50,000 students. It's located in the north part of Serbia. And the city of Novi Sad is dominantly in the industry of information technologies. So a lot of students are coming to study in this field. So I found personally data literacy as the most valuable competence. And once I present the pilot, you're gonna see why. And also I invited my student Dragana, and she can also share some of the experience from that perspective. Within the DATALIT project, the partner in the Serbia was Panonit. It is the IT company. of around 100 employees, and then they are pretty much involved in the programming, coding, and different things. And they also hire our students, and they are looking for more students with data literacy competencies. So this is just a short introduction from my side, and then see you in a little bit. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Yes, next one, Stefano. You have to put your mic on.
Okay. Hello, everybody. I am with Evodevo, that is a company specialized in artificial intelligence and data analysis. In the project, we like to aid with our competence with private companies and the particular field of data visualization, in particular with infographics. And indeed, we worked on a course based on creating and understanding infographics realized with the DataBlue public software.
Good, very good. So, yeah, your introduction, Pedro.
Hi, everybody. My name is Pedro Cabral. I'm from Nova University of Lisbon in Portugal, specifically from the Information Management School. We offer master's and undergraduate courses in information management. So our business is data literacy at the higher level. So we teach data science. So we found this very interesting project to work with in the scope of DATALIT, also to understand what's being done in this area, because we are completely focused on learning how we can improve our offering in teaching. So we've developed the pilot project with a Portuguese company, Nova Mais, which is located in the north of Portugal, in Porto, Gaia. So and it was very interesting because the pilot was to fit their own interests, and we offered our competencies in the information management to help them solving a specific problem. Okay, so that's it. Thank you.
Very good. And thank you, Pedro. I will pass the mic to Anya.
Yes, hello everybody. I'm Agna Vojadita Tutliene. I'm representative for Faculty of Economics and Management, Vilnius University. My background, I got PhD in Economics and Management, but my research specialization includes labor economics, social policies, and public sector issues. I teach several subjects for bachelor as well as master level students, and most importantly, I also supervise a number of students. So I'm really aware of the data literacy competencies and the weaknesses that the students are facing. So I really see very high value of being part of that project. And actually, I could see that students who participated in our project events, so they really improved their data literacy competencies. Thank you.
Thank you, Agne. Now our special guest, next, Dragana. Dragana, please.
Thank you, Davide. Hello, everyone. I'm Dragana Slavic, and I'm a student at the Faculty of Technical Sciences at the University of Novi Sad. And my field of study is engineering management with a focus on project management. So I think data literacy is really important. And I'm really grateful that I had a chance to gain this skill and to improve it.
Thank you. Vera? Yeah. You have to put your mic on. Oh.
Sorry.
Thank you.
Hello everyone, I'm Vera. I am representing University of Alcalá. It's a public university located in Alcalá de Henares in Spain. It's a big university. And I am an adjunct lecturer and researcher working in this university. Myself and my team, we have a medium height experience with data literacy. We have been working with big amount of data, especially related to non-cognitive skills, and we have been analyzing the demand of the skills in different job profiles, which we work in creating different databases. We're basing on different frameworks information, and we were processing these databases to get the results. So we have I think we have a good background in the data literacy. We also participated in teaching activities in our university regarding the data and information literacy topics. As part of syllabus of different degree courses we have here at the university.
Very good. Thank you, Vera. Rasa?
Good morning, everybody. I'm Rasa Rotomskine, and I'm from the Lithuanian Confederation of Industrialists, which is based in Vilnius, in Lithuania. And we worked on the pilot together with Vilnius University. So our confederation is one of the largest business associations in Lithuania, which represents interests of large employers and industrialists. It covers 51 branch and 5 regional associations, which comprise over 4,000 companies, medium and the large size companies in Lithuania. So it unites over 1/3 of the workforce, and the company generate over 60% of Lithuania's GDP. So why we are here today? So education is among our top priorities because of the skills, competencies, and knowledge are important for our employees to stay competitive. Employees, also employers. So the quality of young graduates is very important for us as an organization representing employers' interests. We participate in are very well integrated within national and European process. For instance, the European Skills Agenda process. Also, we participated in the preparation process of the National Skills Strategy, which was delivered earlier this year. Since 2014, we're leading consortium of 5 major universities in Lithuania called Partners for Value and other initiatives, because we believe in business university cooperation, because we prefer to act rather than react, and because we prefer to prepare for and lead changes rather than follow them. So why we got involved with DATALIT project? I would like to say that we are very interested in quality of our young graduates. So, and the importance of data literacy competencies, skills, and attitudes, knowledge is tightly related with ongoing digital and green transformations in all business sectors, whether they are delivering services or goods. For instance, all industrial manufacturing companies are already, have the potential to create data or already creating data in quantity and quality never seen before, fostering enormous potential for their business, but also posing big challenges. These companies now becoming conscious of this reality, but sometimes lack resources and very often lack skills, to deploy the continuous strategic process of data management, governance, and meaningful usage. This is very important. So this is why we're here and contributing to this project, and contributed and worked together with Vilnius University on the pilot. Thank you.
Thank you, Rasa. And okay, next one will be Enrica. And
yes.
Enrica, sorry, before to start, just I say before we have this maximum of 9 participants. So at the moment probably so I have to ask Benedetta to put one of you out, because we need to introduce also Manuel from the University of Southampton that will participate in this roundtable. As I said, the problem is it is just at the beginning, so I think that you can we will be put off at the moment, and then you can join again in very few minutes. I mean, after this round of presentation. So thank you for this for your comprehension, and I don't know, randomly, I don't know, Benedetta would like maybe okay, yes, Stefano was out. But Stefano, you will be reintroduced after. You can try after. In the meantime, while Manuel will connect, Enrica, so go ahead and present your.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. My name is Enrica Pautasso, and I'm one of the founders and administrators of a company called Smart Revolution and based in Italy. We offer consultancy services for enterprises, we offer training, and we are very involved in European projects. At least at the very beginning of the project, our expertise was not at all on data literacy, but was more on training design and competence validation. But we ran our pilot internally and soon realized that data literacy competences could really bring another value to the services we offer, and especially to our communication activities. That would be it.
Thank you. And perfectly on time. We have also Manuel from the University of Southampton. So please go ahead with your presentation. And very, very quickly, I don't know if you are ready. Probably yes, you already followed the...
Yes, I have been working as a spectator. Everything is going very well.
Thank you.
It looks very nice from outside.
Nice to hear that, because we have a bit nervous. I mean, I'm not the kinds of showman, so in this case I get nervous, but okay.
It's looking good. It's looking good so far.
Thank you. Thank you for that.
So very quickly, I'm Manuel León from the University of Southampton. The University of Southampton is one of the Russell Group universities of the United Kingdom. is quite well rated in the world, one of the top 100. And I'm in the Electronics and Computer Science department, where we across the whole department we take data literacy very seriously, and we have a kind of mission to spread or to talk about data literacy across the whole university and across the whole country, actually, wherever we can. In that respect, and with this mission, we have a separate venture which is called Southampton Data Science Academy, where we teach data science and with a strong element of data literacy online to professionals in the data-driven industry. So all those who need to get acquainted with the new developments in data literacy, and we talk about ethics of data, the best use of data, how to harness the value of data, and how to to extract this data for the benefit of not only the companies that we teach, but also for the benefit of the whole society. So that is kind of our mission, and within this mission we are part of this project. DEDALUS project is one of the two. So there's the DATALIT and DEDALUS, and we are one of the DEDALUS partner, and we are doing research on how to best disseminate data literacy among society in general.
Thank you, Manuel, for your presentation. I hope the participants that are online, that follow us with in YouTube and the Facebook channel, now aware of one of the key points of our project. That is the strong partnership that we have in several sectors. One of the strengths of both projects was to have very good representatives in the academia and in the enterprises, and what is also very important was this the wide range of sectors that are covered by the universities and enterprises involved in the projects. Just really give you up to summarize quickly all the presentation that we have, the introduction that we have had from the partners. We have universities that are not only on the technical side, but we have also a university that are working on the humanities, and it's one of the challenge of the projects to introduce the data literacy competencies also in the not only in the technical side, but also in social science and humanities and other and all faculties. And even in the enterprises, we have the several representatives, and we have also the Confederation of Enterprises in Lithuanian, for instance, that is representing a very wide range of business sectors. So this is one of the key aspect, or one of the value that we have, and we have in both projects. Before to start with the now I would like to start with the short presentation of the pilots. So we have had this introductory part of each partners, and then I think that we can move in presenting what we have done in each of the partners, in each of the pilots, or in each experiments that we have had in the framework of our projects. I will try to update the dashboards when during the presentation of each of us. I would like to ask you, probably we can follow the same order that we have had before, and but I will call one of you, or I will call you one by one, and I will ask you to quickly introduce the pilots, highlighting which is the sector in which you operated, and the number of participants that have been involved, and with the key competencies that have been developed. And of course, feel free to highlight which are the most important results that you achieved in the pilots, both from the target group perspective and even from the organization perspective, because I know that in several cases it is not easy to introduce new curriculum, new learning program. So it is. I think that is interesting for the participants to know all it's possible. All data literacy, the development of data literacy competencies can be integrated in real context. And I think that both the perspective from the university part and the enterprises is of interest for most of the persons attending these events. So let's start with Jesa from the University of Novi Sad.
Okay, thank you, Davide. Thank you for a great introduction. I'm going to start by saying that why we took this part in these projects, because University of Novi Sad was involved also in DEDALUS and DATALIT. And by saying that, I'm going to just briefly introduce to all our guest attendees, spectators who are listening to us and watching. So what is the data literacy competence? So we took this definition from Gartner, that the data literacy is the ability to read, write, critically assess, communicate, and extract value of data in different contexts. By saying that, we then involved our industry partner from the information technology sector to help us to define what are the key competencies needed from their side also, but taking into consideration both perspective, the soft skills perspective and the hard skills perspective. So we try to integrate both things in these things. So I'm coming from the Faculty of Technical Sciences, the Department of Industrial Engineering and Management, and then our students are built or trained to find a job in different sectors, manufacturing, IT, and etc. But for this pilot, we wanted to see what is necessary for information technology sectors in order to find better employability, and then to maybe get a higher salary once they hired, and etc. In Novi Sad, there are approximately 13,000 IT employees. Taking into consideration that Novi Sad is a little bit around 350,000 people, we are considered to be per capita the largest city of number of IT guys in this region. Could be in Europe, but I have to check that info as well. So we organized the pilot within the course electronic business, and the lectures were held from February until June, and we involved our IT partner Panonit to provide us some inputs, and students from the study program Industrial Engineering were involved in this, and at the end we have in total 72 undergraduate students from the study program that took part in this pilot, and the most competence that they had or they brought with them was data visualization and data literacy. So how we organize our pilot, we were using Microsoft Teams for the synchronous sessions, and we were using Canvas platform. It's a learning management system for asynchronous sessions. We used Microsoft Excel in order to come up with the different exercises that are tackling different, I would say, knowledge, skills, and attitudes in the domain of data literacy. And at the end, what we have measured, we have assessed our students, and we used the level 5 approach for the self-assessment. And at the end, we issued level 5 certificates. So I would say that this was a very, I would say, a very great experience for myself, for our department, and also for our students. Dragana, the student that was involved in this pilot, she's going to also share the experience from her perspective. But I would say that it was very hard to come up with a separate independent course, because all the courses at our university has to come up through the accreditation process. So our approach or our strategy was to involve or to integrate these small lectures or small exercises within one of the courses. In the future, we would like to see data literacy as the separate course, and also to maybe come up with a more related competencies that are needed for the industry sector, not only in the information technology, but also in some other economic or industrial fields. So if I miss anything, maybe I can add later on, but this is something from my side as the coordinator of this pilot. Thank you. Davide, should I introduce Dragana because she's in the screen? Okay, Dragana, can you share some of the experience that you faced during this pilot project within the course electronic business that was held last semester? And
yes.
Okay, thank you, Dragana.
Thank you for the introduction. So as Uglisha said, I joined the course from February till June, and I think it was really successful. And I liked it because we had those little exercises that we have done in every class. And not only did we manage to do them successfully, but we also learned how to approach the data that we want to work with, to know how to read the data, how to use it so other people can understand it, and also how to make the visual representation of the data, which I think is really important, especially for the branch we're going to work in tomorrow after we finish our studies.
But Dragana, do you think that these exercises helped you to build the competencies needed for the future employer, future, like can you from your experience, from your own experience, do you feel like that you have more competencies in this field, or in comparison maybe to the students that didn't take this course?
Yes, I think I do have more competences because we were working with people that already have those competences, and they share their knowledge in a way that that is going to be kept in our heads for a long time. And it was interactive and really useful. And I'm sorry for those who didn't attend the course that they missed the chance, but I think they will have the opportunity again somewhere in the future.
Okay, so what about the assessment, like this formal assessment at level 5 that we issue the certificates? Is there any value in this? Can you share it on for example, some social media business like LinkedIn, or maybe you can put it in your CV, or maybe do you find this also useful?
Yeah, I think it is really useful. It's already in my CV, and I'm going to put it on LinkedIn so other people can see it as well. And they are going to know that it isn't just me saying that I have some data literacy competences, and I have proved that I have done the course.
Okay, perfect. So thank you, Dragana. Davide, do you want to take from here, or should I introduce the next speaker?
No. No, and thank you. Yes, and Dragana was what I think is very interesting in the event today is to discover the project through the experience that we had in the pilots. One of another key points that we had in the project, I started with the talking about the partnership, and I would like to emphasize another key points that we had, that was the validation of competencies. Our focus, the focus on the project was not only on the development of data literacy with the specific learning program designed to develop these the competencies in different domains, but we are also facing the problem connected to the validation of the competencies and the certification. So we adopt in the project our level 5 approach that is already have been already experimented in several European projects in the past, and all the participants to the pilots receive their level 5 certifications, and as I'm gonna say, they can reuse it in their CV, and they can reuse in their employment process when they will be where they have to present their competencies to the business side or to the others. One thing that I forget to say before, maybe, in order to give the possibility to all to present their pilot, I have asked all of you to stay in 5-7 minutes, because otherwise we risk to be longer than the expected, and and sometimes I have the need to add some highlights on the project. So I will also spend some minutes on that. So in my list, the next one is Stefano. Are you here? Your mic is mute, so maybe you have to unmute your mic. Stefano, and yeah. Okay, no, we have still problems with your sound. Do you mind, Stefano? We cannot hear you. Do you mind if I switch to the next one, and maybe we come back to you again, because we cannot hear you at the moment. So probably okay. Okay, let's go on with Pedro Cabral, and maybe Stefano. We will come back to you after.
Okay, so thanks a lot also for the introduction, and to the previous presentations, also very interesting from Uliesa. So this project for us was a challenge, an interesting challenge. We worked with a company which is specialized in innovation projects. They do consulting, and they also develop these kind of projects. So we had to come up with a challenge for our pilot, and we needed to have something that was aligned with information management and knowledge management, which were the questions around the pilot study. Okay, so we developed a case study for the company in Nova Mais, and the students had to provide a solution for that challenge. Okay, so it was interesting because we had to recruit students from our courses. So our courses, I would say that they are not for data illiterates, because they are learning how to work with data there, data science, so information management. So we are an information management school. So the students that we got were not there to learn about new concepts about data or data management, but they were interested, and that's how we were able to sell them this idea of the project of the certification. Was to, well, you do this challenge and you'll get a certificate in the end, which is very interesting in data literacy, but you also get a certificate which is worth ECTS. Okay, so that's how we saw the project idea, and we were able to gather a team of students, a group of students, which were very active, by the way. So in the tasks they had to develop. So we did this pilot study between May and June. We did 3 sessions with them. Everything was online. So this was also something we had to adapt to because of COVID. Actually, all these projects went online, which was a pity. So we organized online sessions together with Innova and the students and us. So in the first session, we presented the DATALIT project. We presented the company. We explained the objectives of this certification, of this pilot project. In the second session, we described the assessment pack. We presented the challenge to the students. And then in the third session, the last session, in the end of June, the students had to do a 3-minute pitch to present the results. Okay, so I think it was very, very interesting. So we shared all the information. We built Padlet, so we used a collaborative tool, which was also very interesting. I didn't know about this tool to describe the challenge and to share information, the profile of the participants and everything. So in the end, the students had to make a video with their pitch. And then they got feedback from us. I didn't brought any students here with me for the presentation today. Sorry for that, but we generally get very good feedback from them. They learn about the level 5 certification, so they are also able to use that information to put in their CV. So I think they learned a lot. We also learned a lot. This level 5, it's not something we were aware of. Actually, we were aware of also because of other projects. But this is very important that we work together with companies to learn what they are in need for, what they need, how do they work, and how can we give them professionals to work in their problems. Okay, so we learned about these concepts. We learned how to do this kind of certification, and I really think we can continue this kind of projects. We have built something together that we can repeat if you want. Okay, so we can continue this kind of certifications. I think there is a demand for that. Probably will be more successful in schools where we don't teach data science like we did. So we didn't get so many students because most of our students think they are already data experts, so they didn't found this so attractive for them. And getting a certificate saying that they are data literates, it's not so interesting because they are already working to get that in their masters in information management and things like that. But we have this process all together working, and I think we can continue it. Actually, I think there is a good line of work to continue from here. Okay, so overall, I think it is. It was a very positive project, and I learned a lot. And my team also, Susanna, she's attending the session also, and I'm really looking forward for next steps of this collaboration.
Very good, thank you, Pedro. And yes, it's quite relevant what you say about the possibility to continue with the possibility to or to introduce effectively the data literacy program and the certification of data literacy competencies within the university curriculum. Just one question before to close. That is some information that I need for the dashboard. How many participants do you involve?
Yeah, we started, I don't have the exact numbers, 10 or 12. And in the end, we got five certificates. Maybe Susanna can give you the exact numbers.
Yeah, but approximately, I think that we have we have 12 students participated to this pilot. So very good. So I have uploaded the dashboard.
Actually, we started with 21. Sorry, Susanna is correct.
Okay.
I was being pessimistic. We started with lots of them, but then we had to do this in the exam period, end of June, and some of them didn't present the final challenge. So yeah, and five final challenges were finished.
But at least we reached 21 students.
Yeah, 21 to 5, right?
Yeah. Very good. I will switch to the next one. Stefano, shall we try again? Yeah. There's still problem with your mic. The strange thing is that we test the sounds before, and we also had the opportunity to.
No, the problem is with an external microphone. Something goes.
Okay. Now
I'm using the one. Yeah. Okay, our project was based on teaching and learning, data analysis, in particular using data visualization and data mining, with instruments, tools like Tableau. Tableau software that is the leader in data visualization. As a Bodevo, we are partnering with Tableau, and using data mining with Python. One important aspect of our trainings was the idea of using data as a communication tool. So our idea is to have infographics even for public government usage, in particular to explain some environment aspects or general phenomena. So we have used our course as a basis in that we have got data from Eurostat and the other public domain data, such as this. This is the data about housing, European housing. And then we shown to the students how to realize simple infographics such as this one, with more articulation like this, or creating maps like this, and then showing how to create real stories. In this case, we got the data from the financial crisis of 28. So we create several simple analysis with more focus on the communication, connecting data from several sources. In this case, we used the data from the tourism in order to show the impact on the crisis on the tourism for several country regions, such as America, Europe, and so on, in order to see the difference between areas. The participant learn to use Tableau, and indeed the project was successful. And one of the object realized was an infographics about the COVID, and the final result is this one, with a more complex infographics with respect to the course, where we have all the data about the COVID phenomenon in Italy, with infographics showing sub charts, maps, and so on. In this case, we are using data mining in order to forecast the velocity of the spreading of the virus, and so on, with more complex analysis. The project was a good success. And Flaminia is one of the participants in the project, that the people that realized the infographic that you have seen. And we used the level 5 in order to assess the competencies on the people. And this is more or less what we have done. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Stefano. And maybe just one question about the directly to the beneficiaries of this course. I mean, so what's your feeling about that, or what is the best things that you can report on the experience that you had in this final?
Okay.
Very
quickly.
I started to use Tableau. It was my first time with Tableau, so I started to learn how to use the infographic just for communicate with people and for make the data clear for we seeing what we have done. And also I see that using Tableau, it's really easiest than use a lot of other system with data analysis. And now I'm starting to study Tableau really hard, and I think that I will continue this also for my career.
Very good.
Thank you.
Thank you both. So let's go on with the next one. I will invite Vera, and I will share again the dashboard that is going to be updated with the data that I collected during your presentation. So Vera, go ahead, and so give us your overview on the pilot that you implemented in your university.
Okay, well, first of all, we are implementing data and information literacy course in our university in kind of two different ways. Okay, the first way has been already finished, and it was an extension transversal course. It was a free course, and it was awarded by one ECTS, and it has been 15 hours of duration. The students decided by themselves to take or not to take this course. As we make it free and we award it with one ECTS, we only get 8 interested students in this course. The second way we are trying, and we are currently developing it, it's to integrate the data literacy course into 6 ECTS last year optional subject called New Digital Formats in audiovisual communication degree. This degree is very strongly related to different media devices usage and the way of communicating an idea. But the students are very lacking skills on IT, so they are not familiarized with topics like digital security or data, or they even have low skills on computer usage. So we think this could be work better. And also we have here 25 students, so we think this course can reach more students than the other option we already implemented. So now we are on the third stage. We are implementing this. Then we will analyze both options to compare the efficiency, usefulness, and satisfaction of the students regarding this course. And I would like to talk about the different competences we covered in this pilot. We will give. We wanted to give a general perspective of data literacy because, as I explained before, in this audiovisual degree, the people don't have like basics on what is data literacy, and they have a very basic background also in IT. So our proposed pathway was structured in 5 different modules. The first module was information analysis, and it was to determine what online information is needed to meet a particular requirement. We explained in the DEDALUS regarding the DEDALUS project, what is the information and how to measure it. We also give to the student like a way of understanding what are the different types of online information, and also different fonts of information like browser engine, also what is deep web, what is web archive, what are the open databases and how to use them. Like what are the surveys in internet and how you can and how to detect if they are manipulated or not. This kind of information. In the second module was regarding the information search. We focused on show to the students how to search securely for online information using the different search engines and different social media applications. So in this topic, we talked about how works the different browsers engine and which are the advanced how to use the advanced search features they can offer. We talk about Google Scholar and how to search information in Google Scholar. We talk about public information, information which is publicly published by government and you can consult. Also about community data like OpenStreetMaps or Wikipedia, how these kind of things works. Social media and different RSS channels. The third module was about information evaluation, how to like critically evaluate the information using a wide range of criteria. For example, how to evaluate the information you have to see author's date and the usage language of this information. How the academic world works and how you can find a precise information in these academic articles, how patents works and how to find a patent. And also we talk about information security, like how we can easily identify phishing emails, false news, or how to use and get digital signatures or to like sign a document or identify if the document was legally signed. So this kind of things like more in information security. The fourth module was regarding managing information. It was regarding like manage and organize information using a different range of tools, how to properly organize information, how we can reference correctly the information. We used different software. We use Zotero is for referencing information with a plugin for Microsoft Word. How we can store the information and how we can do a backup easily. Very important, the backup in the information. We have seen like how cloud works for this, and how other tools works for doing a backup of the information. And we also continue a bit with information security, like focusing more on don't allow to track yourself in internet. We explained what are the cookies, how they work, how track blockers in the browser works. We have seen some specific search engines like DuckDuckGo, which promise kind of privacy. Have seen about permissions and privacy in social media. And the last model was about deliver the information. We teach how to plan, draft, review, and deliver online information. We have seen like how to correctly redact and present the information, how to effectively present the information using PowerPoint. And we also show the Excel usage to basic usage of Excel, Microsoft Excel, to filter this kind of information you usually find on internet. This pathway also contained different Kahoot exercises and also guided exercises to help to the students acquire better the knowledge which was presented in these learning models. And also the student has had to work in a final activity, but based on all the acquired information during all the sessions, which was consisted in develop a survey to first get the data, then search in academic publication this information related to the gathered data, and use a tool, a Zotero tool, to organize the information and to cite these different academic publications, and finally to redact a report showing in a correct way the processing data and its meaning and conclusions. That's all, Davide.
Fine. In the meantime, I updated our dashboard with the data from your course. Yeah, well, we are growing this distribution and then the European countries and the sectors that we have addressed in the pilot, so that have been presented so far. Just one highlight that I would like to do in another highlight that I would like to do in for concerning the projects. Another interesting interesting points was the connection between the validation and certification process that we have implemented with level 5, but we have also opened the possibility to recognize officially the SCTS, for instance, in the SCTS credits, and for instance, the University of Alcalá, represented by Vera in this event, did a great job in having the opportunity to recognize this AC, even if it is just one, but it was very interested also to have connection between the experience that we had in the piloting of data literacy competencies and the ECTS credits. And another important another highlights that I would like to do for our project is that, as Vera illustrated, the data literacy competencies has not only developed and introduced in the traditional curriculum, but they have been also piloted and experimented in other contexts, such as the workshop that they organize. And so this is another highlights that I would like to do for the project. I mean, we are not just focused on the traditional curriculum. We are not just focusing on our own competence validation approach, but yes, we would like to. But we are open to. And we are interested to experiment and pilot our approach in different sectors and different contexts. Thank you, Vera. So let's move on with Agne from the Vilnius University.
Yes, hello again, everybody. So I'll present our pilot. So actually, we have arranged at our university open lectures, which were called data literacy training. And the lectures were intended mostly for the faculty students, but actually as they were open lectures, so students also from outside the faculty could have chance to participate in these classes. And we are happy that even around 260 students participated, rather in the whole course or some of them in some classes, but so 250 students, I would say, really impressive numbers. And we had 2 competencies developed. So for DATALIT project, it was actually competence reading, creating time trends and forecast. And for the DEDALUS project, reading and creating data classification or rules. And so our classes actually had 2 modules, one module for the DEDALUS and one module for the DATALIT project. Actually, so regarding the DEDALUS project, so we had such topics like information retrieval and management, and so also archives and economics and social data, and types of data, methods of data collection, storage and processing, and basic tools for working with data. And so for another competence, for DATALIT project competence, reading and creating time trends and forecasts. So we had data life cycle that includes research planning, data collection, data analysis and review, long-term data retention and data set description. And also students will learn how to use the official statistics portal and also geographic information system of the Lithuanian Department of Statistics. And also they learn how to do forecast. And actually what is also very important, that students could have practical application, because they had to submit their papers, and so we could have chance to evaluate them and give the recommendations for the students, what to improve and how to improve. And so actually, in order to get the certificate for the DEDALUS or for DATALIT project, so students had to submit the paper. So actually, as I told, that we had about 250 students who participated, but not all of them submitted their papers, but we have 32 students who submitted their papers for the DEDALUS project. So they actually got the comments from the from us, and we got international level 5 certificate for the competence reading and creating data classification rules. And so also we had students who submitted, who applied for the DATALIT competence, reading and creating time trends and forecasts. So we had 26 students who got that certificate. And actually, I also happy to say that we had really good collaboration during that open course, because we had experts both from EU, from our faculty, and also from outside the university. So we had the lectures from Ignitis group, which was very beneficial for the students, and also from Danske Bank. And we had the expert from Statistical of Lithuania, who gave lectures for the students. And of course, there were experts from our faculty and from Vilnius University Library. And so students' testimonials were really very good. Now, I don't have now the representative of the students for this meeting, but students were really very happy to have such chance of open communication, and also to get some knowledge how to implement their theoretical skills, theoretical background, to get some practical skills. So the testimonials of the students were really very, very good. So we really see very high value of being part of the projects. Thank you. Any questions?
Dashboard with your data. I mean, I put it's 26 students. I don't know if I understood correctly, because you say that you are experimenting you did the pilot with both projects, so you have involved. I remember more than 30. Well, could you be?
We have one module for DATALIT and one module for the
how many participants did you have at the end? Or?
Actually, 32 students applied for the DEDALUS certificate, and 26 students applied for DATALIT certificate.
Okay.
Because in order to apply, they had to meet some strict criteria, because as it was open classes, so many students participated, but some of them just participated and didn't submit anything. But we have quite numerous students who submit and who got the certificates.
Good, great. So that's very good, and thank you for introducing your pilot. So I will pass the mic to Rasa. Thank you. I know, Rasa, you're working in strict collaboration with the University of Vilnius, so maybe you can add something more on from the enterprise perspective, the effect. Maybe you can say something about the lesson learned and the effect of these pilots from the enterprise perspective.
Mm-hmm. Well, Agnes presented very well the case, and I think the experience of both sides was very positive. You know, the universities and business side, we provided lectures from practitioners from a large company, which provided data experts. You know, so, and we saw that that was very well received by the students, because they had the possibility to work on real life examples. For example, they were developing, forecasting the development of electric car power station network in Lithuania. So it was very positive experience for us as well, because the students were very enthusiastic. The company experts that contributed to the program, to the learning program, were also very surprised that the students were very interested and very worked very well and high quality. So it's a very nice and interesting experience. And I think the cooperation between academia and business is a great thing, to continue later to integrate data literacy competencies into other programs as well, not only in economics. So, but I think it requires a longer perspective. Thank you. Such a very brief.
Thank you, Rasa. And yeah, that's another highlights that I have from the project. This we really had this positive effect in involving the business and integrate academia and the business sectors in the implementation of the pilots of our project. Because we really got the feedback from the business sector and from the employability of persons that are developing these competencies in the university. So this was one of another challenge that we faced in the project. It means the creating having a strong connection between academia and the university, and try to reduce the gap between which are the competencies developed in academia and what is really requested by the enterprises. So, and RASA representing a confederation of enterprises in Lithuania. They have, as a confederation, of a wide knowledge of what is the request, what are the needs from of the enterprise sector there. So it was really good to have you on board, and I really like this connection that we created between university and the business sector there. Thank you. I would like to go on with Manuel or Enrica. I mean, I think if you have the Manuel, yeah.
Hi, everyone.
Manuel is from he already presented himself. It's from the University of Southampton. So I know that you are still in the stage of preparing the pilot, so it has not already finished. But I think maybe you can also present. Give us an idea of what you are going to implement there, and especially for your from your expertise in the data literacy words, which are the benefit of this kind of pilots, which are the if you see weakness or something that needs to be addressed, and which are all, sorry for all these questions, but maybe one interesting things will be also the challenges that you have in implementing this kind of pilot, because I know that it's not always it's easy to introduce these data literacy competencies in the university curriculum, and especially you are working. Just let me anticipate that you are working in tandem with the University of Milan, that is a social humanities department. So probably it's I think that was also hard to create this communication between the technical part, let me say, the data literacy experts, and and the sectors that are arrived to the data literacy domain more recently. So many questions. Feel free to.
I'm going to, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to answer some of these questions. I'm going to repeat them, 2 or 3, and then I will show what will be. Yeah.
Okay.
So what will be the pilot, which is about to start actually. So the main question that I have gathered from all those questions that you have thrown, that all very important, is the challenges of implementing these kind of programs within the university. And to me, the main challenge is that we tend to take things for granted as for the data literacy of people who already deal with data. Even in the computer science department, we tend to take things for granted as for the aspects of data literacy that they are not necessarily technical, the technical use of data. It's also it's the ethical use of data, or the real or the legal use of data, or harnessing value from the use of data. These are things that are very related to data literacy, and they are not always covered in the curriculums in the different disciplines, even the most technical disciplines. So what we do in Southampton is we try to run all these pilots around our faculties, and we try to address all these issues of the things that I repeat are taken for granted, and they are not really fully developed still. Now, so this is the what I think is the main challenge, not only in our university, but I think in many universities, and not only in many universities, but also in many workplaces where data science and data literacy training takes place. Now, now that I've said that, and I've replied to these questions, and then another question that you may have thrown is that how do we implement it, and what is the best way to address this skills gap, or this literacy gap. So what we are doing in the university, we are implementing it via very bite-sized, short and digestible courses that address all those topics. And this is the way in which we are implementing also the pilot in the Milan University. And our kind of, say, dream, yeah, or objective is that this kind of training experiences, or learning experiences, are very similar across different disciplines. So they touch upon things that need to be addressed in all the academic disciplines, and in all areas of industry as well, right? So and now I'm gonna move more specifically to the type of pilot that we are going to run in Milan. Okay, and I'm gonna share the screen for that.
Yep.
Okay, I suppose, yeah, that's so because we wanted to make it bite size, or not too overwhelming for the students, we selected one of the 3 main stages of the data science process. Okay, so we consider that there are 3 main stages. One is data gathering, and data management, and data collection. So managing the data. Another stage is analyzing the data with all the myriad techniques that we have available. And finally, visualizing, or making a narrative out of the data. Okay, so because in the DEDALUS project there were other aspects that were covered. For example, there were aspects of data visualization and data narrative covered already. There were data analysis. Other people were doing it. We decided to focus on the first stages of this whole data science process, and it would be the data management, data collection, and data pre-processing. So in this course, which, by the way, it ran on Canvas, like in Novi Sad, because we like this platform a lot, especially for online learning. It has all the features that we need for providing a meaningful learning experience and a networked learning experience online. So in this course, we wanted to we want those who take it to be able, by the end of the course, to explain the key concepts in data science and the real world application, to classify the different types of data available and along with their rights of usage. So what are you allowed and what is ethically acceptable for you to use, yeah, and implementing also effective data collection and management strategy within the organization or within your own project. Okay, so collecting and managing all this data, and kind of finally cleaning or pre-processing or preparing the data ready for analysis, for an analysis that it's based on clean and nice data and not on garbage data, because if you don't have the data ready from the start, then your results are not going to be the best ever. So yeah, this is so we explain and we discuss what are the what does it mean raising value to the public. So from getting the data to filtering to visualizing to telling the story, and then we also and then we move on into explaining what is the data and what is the data available, what can you use, and from closed data to share to open data, and what are the opportunities that these different kinds of data ask for, the access, the how accessible is this data can offer, okay, and the pros and cons of each of all those different kinds of data. Then we delve into your rights to use data, okay, and we focus on what are licenses, the different kinds of licenses, open licenses, copyrights, etc. And we also then we move on into cleaning the data, okay, so to preparing it and to identify the most common errors in data, formats, representations, duplicate records, etc. And we also sorry, this is very big. We also explain, and we have exercises on annotating and describing data, so how to make the best annotations that others can understand when you are using the data, and especially when you are sharing the data. And then also we cover finding data, yeah. So via data portals or Power Search for data, the aggregators, and even we touch a little bit upon web scraping, how to scrape, how to obtain obtain data directly from the web with popular software tools. And also we cover organizing data, yes. So how to organize your data in such a way that then you can so it's another aspect of pre-processing this data that you have already collected. And a few more. I'm going to show the very last one, which is the value of schemas. And again, a schema as in what how do you describe your data in a structured way that other people can use it, and the common say I'm going to put languages or jargons for you for using and for gathering and for storing this data, and how you call the different aspects of data so that everyone can understand. So it's a very introductory course into the first stage of I'm gonna stop sharing, into this first stage of the data science processes. and we again we cover this. We expect to equip the students who take it with these skills that are present in the framework that we have developed for the DEDALUS project, which is based on the level 5 approach. And I will tell you more when we finish it. Hello?
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Manuel. I think that you will have to say more even after the pilot. I updated in the meantime our dashboard that, well, actually is not complete, but it's should provide an overview of the sectors that we have touched, even the country. I mean, I don't write down all the competencies, but we have also this representation here, but maybe I've asked to be more, I have to refine it, maybe.
But we are looking forward to add data to this dashboard.
Yeah, exactly. So the idea is to do a live dashboard that maybe we can refine even after these events. But I think it's a nice way to present the results that we have had. There are very different challenges that we are facing in this project, and I think that we really have done a step over the actual status, or the status that we had in the data literacy domain before the running of this project. And we are really innovating, I mean, in this sector from my perspective. And now I will ask Enrica to come into the scene to present the pilot that they have implemented in Smart Revolution, and also to talk about this possibility concerning the sustainability of what we have created, and the follow-up of the actions that we have implemented in the project. And all this can be developed even after the end of the project. So we are already look forward at what what can be up and after the end of the project. And yes, I will really would like to draw the attention of all the participants to the event today to see which opportunities can be taken from this project. So Enrica, go ahead.
Yes, thank you. So for our dashboard, we are from the business team. We have run our pilot in Italy with 4 participants that were either interns or new employees. And we focus on data visualization because we run the pilot internally in our company, and we realized that the communication was one of our weak aspects. We were doing a lot of things, but we were not really good at explaining them in a clear way to our public. And we thought that data visualization was a competence that could really help us to improve it. As I said, we are not expert in data literacy, and when I first introduced the pilot idea to the participants, they were just looking at me with their scary eyes, and like I was asking them to learn how to play trumpet in a week. But actually, at the end, it worked pretty well because each of them had an individualized learning path. Some of them had some synchronous lessons on data visualization. Some others went through self-learning with the help of the material on the DATALIT platform, which came out to be really, really useful and meaningful. And each of them developed a concrete product related to their area of work, and in our opinion is what was the key factor of the success of the pilots. And for instance, they developed data visualization report on our ongoing projects that we will use as template for all our annual reports, data visualization materials to be added on articles and newsletters, and also a learning kit on how to develop this data visualization competence for future interns and employees. And I can just show you very briefly the data visualization report. Okay. Okay, I hope you see it. It looks like that. It has all kind of number of partners, maps, partners involved, and so on. And we have already disseminated in all our, okay, no, it did not share the screen. Okay, never mind. We will see it on all our dissemination channels. And we really thought it was very useful, and all participants were assessed through the level 5 and have their certificate that they can add to their CVs and profiles. Now, as Davide said, let's talk a bit about what is going to be next, because we have heard about a lot of learning offers on data literacy, which is missing at the moment. And what do we do with that now? What's next? And one of the valorization activities that we could carry on is to transfer, for instance, our courses along the K1 courses structure. As you may know, K1 is one of the lines of funding of the Erasmus+, and it deals with the competence development and learning needs of staff and employees in general. Sending organizations may apply to their national agency, highlighting the needs of their staff in regard to learning. And if they receive funding, then they have to go and look for an hosting organization in another country that has courses on the kind of competence that they are looking for. And in this way, the hosting organization also receive part of the funding because it will deliver the course, and at the same time it will improve its network, because you get to know more organizations and you get to know more opportunities also to deliver the course. And on this regard, a new platform is about to come out. It was developed with the help of another EU project. It will be called Provide, and it will be a showcase for these courses, because at the moment there's nothing like that. And it will be possible for us to disseminate the type of courses on data literacy that we are able to offer, and have an easily connection to possible clients. Davide, floor is yours again.
Thank you, Enrica. I think that this is another, something that we have to look at for the continuation of what we have done in both DATALIT and DEDALUS projects. So we have this learning program. So this platform could be very useful tool to be used to propose our what we have developed, and in order to create a stronger connection between the organization interested in data literacy offer, and from our side, for what we have developed already in the data literacy and the DATALIT and DEDALUS projects, concerning the offer on the data literacy domain. Yes, in case you are interested in this opportunity, we already circulated online form in which you can put your name, surname, institution, and the email. I know that the link has been already circulated in the chat, in the channels that we are using for this event. But I don't know, maybe we can send it again now. And I would like also to give you the links of of the two projects that we talk again. We talk already during this event, so DATALIT and DEDALUS. And well, we promised to be on time, and I think that we managed to respect the timing. I mean, it's more or less noon, so we have a few minutes to the end of the projects. Yeah. And I have really to thank you all participants to presenting the experience that we developed in the pilots. One of the strengths of this project was this variety and in the partnership. So and it was very, very interesting, even from the coordination point of view, to look at the different contexts in which data literacy, competencies can be applied and can be developed. I have also to thank you all the partners that today that participated to the project, but that today are not here with us. But as you see, it's really problems of time. I mean, we really need. It's a very wide topic, and we really need more than 2 hours. 2 hours is very few time to discuss about all the points and to present all the activities that we have implemented in the project. But for sure, I see that the links to the 2 projects has been disseminated in the channel. So in case you are interested in the next steps and next results of the project, please visit our website. And just to anticipate that we are working on the implementation strategy documents, in which we would like to summarize all the experiences that we have done and try to identify which are the strength, weakness, and the lesson learned that we have had in the experience that we have done in our projects. So thank you all for your participation, and yeah, see you very soon in our project meetings, by the way.
Thank you, Davide. Thank you for your coordination, your perfect coordination.
Thank you, Stefano.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.